See what we got in this bad boy today. Although our mail carrier left this box outside the front of our building at 8 o'clock at night, so that was fun to come into this morning.
We'll flip it.
The box inside of the box, guys.
Maybe it's some more bolt-on parts.
Yeah, more bolt-on parts. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I could have pointed the side of the box over to the
Yeah, I kind of saw it.
Well, as y'all can see, we got us a new YesWelder MIG-205DS PRO. Big shout out to YesWelder for hooking us up with this thing, and we'll be giving y'all a review on it here in just a few minutes whenever we get it put together. Alright guys, today we have a little bit different video for y'all, but we are going to be doing a review video on this new YesWelder MIG-205DS PRO. So we've been needing a new MIG welder for quite some time now. Our old ancient one over here is about as old as I am, legitimately as old as I am, but it's done its job. We've made a lot of money with it, but it was time to upgrade to something. So we had YesWelder reach out to us and wanted to see if we would like to try out one of their welders, and told them yeah, talked to them, and so now, as you can see, we got us one of their MIG welders, and we're gonna put this baby to work and see how it does. So today we're just gonna be doing a little bit of a review, give y'all some details on this welder, and then like I said, use it and see how this thing works. For most of y'all know that, or with our business, we don't do a crazy amount of MIG welding, but most of the time whenever we are MIG welding is mostly with smaller sheet metal stuff and welding our floor plates to floor pans and stuff like that. 90% of what we do is TIG welding. So I know it don't look like the biggest machine ever, and that's part of the reason why, is because we don't need a enormous machine. We go through a bottle of gas like every 3 months?
Yeah.
This size bottle, one of the little small bottles, about every 3 to 4 months we go through one of those. So this thing should be perfect. So to get started going over this machine, one thing as soon as we unboxed it that I really liked was, obviously I like the color and I like how compact it is. This thing is it's nice and compact. It's easy to carry, but I believe the weight on it's like 22 pounds, so it's not super heavy. It's about half the size of our other MIG welder, and it's actually got a little bit more voltage than what our other MIG welder does. Actually, a lot more voltage. But so that was the first thing whenever we unboxed it that I really liked. One of the other big keys is that this is a 220 volt machine, but they also send you an adapter. That way you can plug it in and you can go to 110. So this is a very good machine for anybody that is a hobbyist at home that doesn't have a 220 plug-in. They send you this adapter and you can plug this bad boy right into a 110 outlet and do everything that you need to do. So that's the first one. From there, they send everything that you need with the welder, other than they do not send the actual gauges and stuff for the bottle, but you can order the gauges online whenever you order one of these for it, but it comes with everything else. It comes with a gas hose. This is a dual purpose machine, or it's a multi-purpose machine. It can do MIG, stick, lift TIG, and then it's also capable of doing spool gun aluminum. So that's one of the cool things about this. This is a multi-purpose machine. It's not just a MIG. For what we're doing, we will just be using it for its MIG purposes. So that's what we're going to focus a lot on today. But like I said, it comes with everything you need. It comes with a stick. It does not come with the TIG hose and everything. You do have to buy that separately. Obviously, it don't come with wire. You have to buy a wire and all that good stuff for it. But it does come with the lead and everything in your gun for the MIG setup. One thing that I do like about this is it's got this nice little ball that lets this rotate right here. So that's kind of cool. Hadn't really seen that much on them or on a machine before. But very easy setup. Whenever it comes in, all you got to do for your MIG, and it's all labeled in the instructions, but this has got wire in it right now, so it won't pull all the way out. But this just slides right in there. It's got, you can see the prongs and everything where they need to go. Just slide that bad boy right up in there. Screw this on, and then boom, you're ready to go. Something that may be a little confusing to a few of y'all is this will be out here hanging out. If you just look right here on the side of the machine, it tells you exactly what you need to do with this, depending on what style of welding that you're doing. But with us doing the MIG welding, this goes into your positive over here. They're labeled. It's got positive and negative down here, but they're also color coordinated. We have our ground cable that come with it. It obviously just goes in your ground cable hole in the negative. So that's pretty much everything else. I guess we can look at the inside of the machine. Pretty simple, like most of your machines. Very easy setup. It's got your roller for your spool and everything right here. It's got your adjuster for your roller for your wire feed and everything like that. Like I said, this does come with a full instruction manual, so you can look at this and get all of your settings and see how to put this thing together. But it also comes with different rollers. This is for different styles of welding, depending on what wire diameter and what style of welding you're doing. It comes with all the different rollers that you will need. Super easy to change those out. This cap right here just screws out. That comes out. Put your new one on. You're good to go. So, I forgot. Also comes with a little tool to be able to change out your ends depending on what diameter wire you're also using. Today we're using 030 solid wire, and obviously we're using a gas style MIG. We're not doing flux core or anything like that. We're running 75-25 on the bottle mixture. Pretty standard stuff with MIG. So I guess now we can get this thing turned on and kind of show y'all some of the features of the display and stuff. So this is one of the other features that I really liked about this welder, is that it is an all digital screen. Our old MIG welder and stuff is all just analog stuff. But like I said, this is all digital. It's pretty simple to set up. It's got all your 4 main functions right here. You got your lift TIG, stick, manual MIG, and then it's also got a synergetic MIG mode. And basically what that is it is a basically kind of like a self-learning MIG. So all you do is you set your what wire you're using, what material thickness and stuff you're doing, and then it'll kind of self-adjust the welder as you weld. Pretty cool little feature, but most of the time we will just use the manual mode. So we're going to go over here to weld mode. You just hit the weld mode button, goes over here. Obviously that's the lift TIG. You can see it highlights around it. Stick, and then manual mode. So in the manual mode, from there, you really need to set your voltage and then your wire speed. But up here in the top left corner, it also allows you to click on what size or what diameter wire you're using. Ours is already set at 030, but it's already got them preset in here, so I'll hit this so y'all can just see. So it's got 030, 035, 023, now we're back to 030. So pretty simple setup there. Also down here you have your gas settings, depending on if you're running a gas setup welder or welding like we're doing right now, your flux core or your lift TIG, aluminum, and then flux core. So we're using 75-25, so we're gonna leave right here on the gas mode. Something else that's kind of cool about this is they send you a little welding setting chart. So depending on over here, it's got the different type of wires that you may be using, and then if you're using 100%, and then what style gases you're using. So that's a nice little cheat sheet on what you to help you set this welder up as you weld. But today we're welding on some 1/4 inch material, and so we'll just look at our cheat sheet really quick, see what settings they want it on, and it is 19.8 amps. And then we're at 514 inches per minute on the wire feed. What did I say? 514. Boom. So as you can tell, this knob over here on the left hand side, that adjusts your wire speed. The knob right here on your right side adjusts your voltage. And very easy, simple way to adjust, and it's got a little dial indicator on there. It kind of clicks as you turn it, but very easy to adjust. So we got our settings set over here on the welder. We got us some these are some old brackets that we have. They're, like I said, these are 1/4 inch material. So we got a welder set, and now we're going to lay some beads down on this and see how this thing welds. Got a little bit of a gap here, but it'll be all right. So as you can see, for this to be such a small machine, it actually it welds very well, especially for that to be 1/4 inch material. It welds really well. I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting, and then we're going to run a little bit more over here on the other side. I know there's going to be several of y'all roasting me on my MIG welding. It's just how the internet works. Never claimed to be a MIG welder. Like I said, all we do is really sheet metal work. But man, I'm honestly super impressed with the way that this thing welds to be such a honestly cheap welder, and to be the size that it is. Most of the time we won't run it on the 220 volt setting. We'll probably run it on the 110 because, like I said, we're usually just doing sheet metal. But this right here just goes to show for y'all guys that are at home, or I mean, even if you own a shop, that this thing can be used to weld some pretty thick material. I don't know how much further over a 1/4 inch you'll weld. This is the thickest that we'll ever need, but definitely a good bang for its buck.
Technology has come a long way.
Yes, technology has come a long, long way. So just because something is a little bit cheaper and smaller doesn't mean that it's a bad product. Like I said, I'm honestly very, very impressed.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Yep, everybody starts somewhere. So that's kind of a wrap up on our new YesWelder MIG-205DS PRO. Gonna give y'all just a little bit more information. So this welder, I believe, starts out at $419, and it also comes with a 1-year warranty. So like I said, for the price, it's very hard to beat this, but also it is Black Friday week. So they are having a sale, and I'm gonna run over the sale that they're having really quick. So if you spend over $350, you get 15% off. Spend over $500, you get 20% off. And if you spend over $800, you get 25% off. So if you just buy the welder by itself, you're going to automatically save 15% off of this if you order during their Black Friday time. So, but like I said, super happy with this thing. Want to give a shout out to YesWelder for hitting us up and letting us do this. Pretty cool. But Derek will leave a link below in the description that will have a direct path to YesWelder.com. And then also too, make sure that you use code QBR, all caps, at checkout, and help us out. And that's a wrap on this thing. We are going to get the shop cleaned up, and we're going to head home for the week. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody.